Hello and welcome to my next Minecraft installment. My name is Izzy the Tiger, and this is my Minecraft survival series. Now, in the most recent video, we took a tour to the West Plain and beyond. And as you can see, we are now back at my compound. In this video, we are going to be taking a trip to the jungle outpost. And there are two ways to get there. The first way is by taking a long walk to a faraway ocean, and then taking a 55-minute boat ride around the ocean to get to the jungle fort. And the second option is a lot faster, and it involves the Nether. So, why don't we take the Nether? And here we are inside my main Nether base. I'll take you outside so you can see it. It's very simple. I'm a big fan of overbuilding things, at least from the perspective of a lot of my subscribers. In the Nether, I tend to completely encase all of my living quarters and pathways in cobblestone. My understanding is that, and my experience with ghasts, is that they cannot destroy cobblestone. Another block they can't seem to destroy is obsidian, but why don't you guys try building a Nether base and a 1500 block railway out of obsidian and let me know how that goes. Especially in survival mode. So I figured this was the cheaper and less labor-intensive block to use. Now, we are in peaceful mode, so we don't have to worry about any ghasts. Not that there's really anything to worry about, but... So, up this tunnel, you can see my cobblestone encased railway that goes off towards the closest Nether fortress. And we're going to go down and take that railway over to that Nether fortress. It's much better than walking. Now, for all I know, there could be another fortress on the immediate other side of this wall behind my outpost, but so I tend to post these signs, and for those of you who are familiar with Relaxing ASMR's realm, you'll have seen the no beds allowed sign. I did post that when I built the Nether base, and it serves as a happy reminder because once upon a time, when I was ignorant to the ways of the Nether, I built a base, put a bed down, and tried to go to sleep, and I blew myself up. And when I came back to reclaim all my loot, I was quite surprised by the amount of damage it caused. Yeah, so that's not something I want to experience again. And I tend to keep a chest with a flint and steel just in case my portal was to go out. I could relight it. So, I haven't updated this railway yet. With the version 1.14, these powered rail tracks, whereas they used to be brakes, one of them stops the cart dead now. So this may not, I don't even think I'll be able to get the cart out of this. So just give it a try. If I push up, yeah. Before I could push forward and the cart would roll out of the hole. It doesn't do that anymore. So we're going to have to fix this. Let's take a piece of cobblestone and put it there. And I'm going to take one of these and switch them around. Put that one there, and put this one here. So that should work. Hope, yeah, maybe not. Come on. What I really need is a button, and I don't have any wood. So let's just push the minecart onto this and jump in. I used up more than my supply of cobblestone that I kept handy at my compound when I was constructing this tunnel. And I needed a constant supply of cobblestone, so I ended up mining out a giant room specifically to harvest cobblestone for this tunnel and for what is coming up ahead. You see, at this Nether fortress, I got a little creative with a blaze spawner, and I took a design that was an Avomance design, and I built a blaze farm, and I completely encased it in cobblestone. A little bit of lag going on here, so please forgive that. And here we are at the outpost at the jungle fortress. Now, I don't know what's going to happen when I step out of the minecart, because sometimes, maybe if I get rid of this block, maybe I might be able to hop out. Let's see. Oh boy. That's what I was afraid was going to happen. Let's just push this into the hole. So, since we are in peaceful mode, we don't have to worry about any monsters coming after us. So let's just step onto the Nether fortress. And I don't want to fall. Let's crouch and jump onto here. So you can see the giant... See, this used to be a tower like you see over there. There's another blaze spawner over there. But I built a giant cobblestone monstrosity here, going all the way down for my blaze farm. So no ghast can penetrate that. And where you see the iron bars, well, that's my outpost. And there's the railway going off towards my main base. And down there is a railway leading to my jungle fort. And it's a long way down. I don't want to fall there. So you can see some torches going all the way. Well, that's the pathway that I made, the walking path from my main fort to this outpost. So, even in peaceful mode, these nether fortresses still give me the creeps. So once again, I have a sign with coordinates and the no beds allowed sign. I have a chest with some basic supplies. I keep a flint and steel in this one. Plenty of netherrack that I've mined out. Some torches, redstone torches, some redstone, iron bars, a bucket, a pickaxe, plenty of sticks, trapdoor, gravel. Milk, plenty of milk. I was debating bringing a cow here at one point, but I figured that might be kind of tricky to do. So here is a ladder. And this goes down to the railway that leads to the jungle fort. And we'll come back down here in a second. But first, I want to show you the blaze farm. So if we go up this ladder, you can see the spawning chamber. Now, I'll put a link in the description of this video to the video tutorial of Avomance that showed me how to build this. And he glosses over all of the features and the important points in that video, so I won't bore you too much with that. But the premise is the blazes spawn inside this box, and it uses pressure plates to activate sticky pistons to force the blazes down step by step into a one-block hole where I can kill them from. And the design seems to require a very large and tall footprint to work effectively. So that's why I had to build all the way down to the lava ocean. And here is just a little kind of a viewing area. Sometimes, well, in the early days when I was too nervous to venture out into that fortress, and long before I built the blaze farm, I used to stand up here and I'd have gaps in the windows, and I used to snipe wither skeletons and blazes with my bow and arrow. And then gradually I built that pathway and ventured into the nether fortress and died a few times and claimed these spawners and built this giant nether or this blaze farm. And during the construction of this blaze farm, I died. Boy. It got to the point where I didn't even bother wearing armor, because I knew I was only going to last 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But that notwithstanding, I eventually got the project complete, and now instead of the blazes killing me, I kill the blazes, and I've more than gotten my revenge on them. So let's show you how the blaze farm works. So there are some blazes that spawned. So now, let's run down this staircase. You can see there is the blaze farm up there. So let's get into this room and flip this switch, which will drop the blazes into here, and I can kill them. And this slab keeps them from seeing me and pelting me with fireballs. And just like that, I have 10 blaze rods. And this one, this is another block. So while they're in that shaft, I can flip this switch and suffocate the blazes instead of battling them. I don't like switching it to normal mode for too long while I'm away from my compound, because the pillagers seem to like to harass my villagers. And if we go up here, I built a little rooftop terrace with a slab roof so nothing can spawn up here, but it makes for a nice place to battle ghasts, because oftentimes they float up and they're like right here, so I could almost strike them with my sword, but one little pop with this bow, this power 5, well, wait a minute, is this my good bow? No, with my good bow, it's a power 5 punch 2. It basically destroys the ghasts with one arrow. It's a fantastic bow. So let's head down to the jungle fort, and I have the jungle button here and here. And once again, we are going to have to fix this before we can proceed. So let's put that there, and put that there, and let's just put the cart right here, and off we go. will be a little bit of lag riding this minecart because it is such a long ways, and I haven't been back to the jungle fort for 6 months at least. But the end is in sight. And I have another floor below this, so even if I do drop through the floor like I did back at the Nether fortress, I won't go. Okay, well that's okay then. And I'll fix this right now. So, let's go downstairs. And through this door is the portal. And here we are in the bowels of my jungle fort. Here is my storage room, and I don't think these chests have anything in them. I'm pretty sure I took everything here back to the compound. Yeah, just basic supplies and plenty of food, I see. I cleared 3 abandoned mines here. You know, this jungle fort, lots of, hey, look at that. Lots of coal. I'm going to take this back with me. That is a lot of coal. Plenty of cobblestone, and yeah, there's some good stuff. But I originally wanted to find a jungle for 2 reasons. I wanted watermelons, and I wanted to plant jungle trees at my compound. And when I found, and it took me a long time to find this jungle. It actually, I had this entire inventory, these rows here, except for that, full of torches. And the way that I usually, when I run across a lake or an ocean, I don't just blindly cut across it. I know, everywhere where I've traveled in my world, I know it like the back of my hand, and I remember it, because I've taken the time to circumnavigate everything. So when I come to an ocean, I keep the coast. I follow the coast all the way around, placing torches every odd way that I could see them from a distance. And that is the way I went around that giant ocean that took me to the jungle. And like I said, I had 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20, 26, or maybe just, yeah, because I had milk there, so it would have been 25 full stacks of torches. And I built 4 overnight shacks around the perimeter of that ocean. And I found many places I wanted to mine, but I've yet to go back and mine them. But my main priority was to not waste torches, because I wanted to find the jungle. And I used up 25 full stacks of torches. And I still didn't find a jungle. And I was ready to return to my compound, defeated. But then I figured, you know what? I see a desert in the distance, so I'm just going to row around that desert just to see what's over there, because I could find my way back. So sure enough, I rode just beyond that desert, and straight ahead of me was this jungle. So just when you think you can't go any further, push on, because you will get there. And right now I'm just blocking up this coal because I want to take it all back. I think with this coal, I might have it at my compound. I might have an entire double chest full of coal blocks by the time I get this all back there. That'll be something else indeed. But anyway, back to the jungle fort. I built a very basic, very small, like a 12 by 20 house. I got my jungle saplings. Well, actually, I didn't. I got one or two jungle saplings, some jungle wood, tamed a few cats, brought them back. And it wasn't till I got back to my compound and tried to plant a giant jungle tree, I realized I needed 4 saplings for that. So there was nothing left to do but row all the way back to the jungle and get more saplings. And while I was there, I ended up staying there for around 3 months, kind of around the same time that relaxing ASMR was at Devil's River. And I turned that small little house into a respectable sized compound. And I did a lot of mining, and well, you could see all this coal, and I had an equal amount of iron and gold and diamonds, and ran across several big ravines and abandoned mines and cleared them all out. And well, you saw the or was it? All of these fences are from the abandoned mines, so there is a lot of loot that a lot of people tend to leave in those mines. And I strongly encourage you, if you can, mine out all the wood, all the bracing and all the fences. Because I mean, you know, that's a lot of trees that I don't have to cut down now. And it was always very difficult to take things back to my compound before I built the Nether Railway, because it meant a grueling, literally 50-minute boat ride back, and then another 15 to 20-minute walk. I do have, because the ocean that Fort Strong is on is the same ocean that the jungle fort is on, but Fort Strong is another good half hour past the original starting point where I would row the boat from. So while I can ride a minecart from my compound to Fort Strong, it really doesn't save me any time. It actually adds to the amount of time. And I've actually gone past the jungle fort. I've rowed the boat for several Minecraft days past it, and found some pretty neat villages and other places, and a lot of evidence of world corruption, like I showed you in the last video. And I've also rowed the boat for many days in the opposite direction of Fort Strong. And just past Fort Strong, I found a beautiful desert village that I walled in. And about 3 or 4 days past that village, I found I think, what do you call it, a mesa biome, with all the red and yellow and blue hills, and that's a really cool place. So if we go up this staircase, we find ourselves in, this is the original house. Now I know I don't have any books for this enchanting table, but it wasn't really a huge priority of mine. And I have nothing in there, an ender chest. So I might load this full of... Yeah, I'll load this full of fence posts so I can collect them in the ender chest at my compound. Furnace and anvil, and here you can see a lot of cats. Now that's a funny thing about having a chicken coop in a jungle. The ocelots, they like to try to get at the chickens, and in the early days they were very successful. But I've fortified this chicken coop to the point where they have 0 chance. But every once in a while they spawn in here and try to get... So when they spawn in here to try to get the chickens, I just take some fish and I tame them. And that's how I have all of these cats. And I have, you can see them all down there, loads and loads of cats ready to go back to my compound. I have about... I probably have 20 at my compound, so I don't really need any more, but they sit here waiting for me to take them back. Some iron some armor ready to go. I have a pretty nice little fireplace here. And here is the ocean. And that is the desert that I rode the boat around. And when I got to that point there, I saw the jungle in front of me. So my compound is way, way, way over that way. Like 5,000 blocks that way. It's a long ways away. And I've journeyed that way, and I've also journeyed that way. And I have a pretty cool observation tower here. If we look up, we can see it. It's like a double-decker tower, and it has this giant glass walkway spanning between the two of them. So let's go downstairs and I'll show you around the compound. So here is the view of the compound from the ocean. And there is the giant tower with the glass walkway. And this jungle is pretty much all lit up. Well, this portion of it is. I've cut down a lot of trees and harvested a lot of melons, and before I brought the chickens here, I tamed a lot of ocelots the hard way by chasing them through the jungle. And also the creepers can't spawn here anymore because of how it's lit up, which is a big relief. I always thought finding a jungle would be my biggest dream come true, but when I arrived here and found out that the creepers don't go away when the sun comes up, it turned into my biggest nightmare. And for everyone who is curious about why I prefer buttons to trapdoors, it's because I'm paranoid. Monsters can't push buttons. So, and here's a little patio that I like to fish from. And down there, I don't know if you can see it, you can see light on the ocean floor. Well, that is actually a phenomenon that I've ran across a fair bit in Minecraft. It's where a cave formed in such a way that you can see up through the ocean floor, and the water doesn't come in. So I built a ladder into the ocean, and I can swim up from there, or I can even jump down there and swim into that cave. It's kind of neat. And that cave and that mine is all cleared out. That's part of the first abandoned mine shaft that I cleared. So I built this in such a way that I could grow some trees. I have a glass ceiling all the way around this compound. And here you can see all of my cats. I have a well here. And the same thing on this side. Here is a kind of a patio, like a walkway that goes around and back in, and I have the exact same thing on the other side. Because when you spend 3 months or 4 months at a location like this, you want to do everything you can to sort of spruce it up. And there's the back. And I have a ledge all the way around this compound so that the spiders can't get in. Well, not that they could anyway because of the glass ceiling, but me being a paranoid player, I always like to take every precaution. And down over here is a mine shaft, the first mine that I dug at this location. Not really anything special, just haven't been down here in a while. And down here is just another room, and I guess I've got some just some various rooms. Yeah, this is kind of a maze. I might get lost down here. Oh, here's a cave. I don't know why I'm taking you through here. I guess I might just be trying to refresh my own memory of what's down here. There's a stair. Okay. I know where we are now. Yes. This is a room that I mined out. And there are various caves and other things around here. And I tried to spruce this area up a bit. Can't remember what's up here. Probably just a, dead end. But through this door is the Nether portal. So, and here's a well. Don't know what's up. Okay, Yes, yes. And through this door, we come out back into this mine that we were just in. So I guess we'll go back down here. There's more to show you. Down here is an abandoned mine shaft. Well, it doesn't really look like an abandoned mine shaft anymore. But this was the first abandoned mine that I cleared when I came to this location. And if I remember correctly, there was kind of a bit of a ravine or something up over here. Yeah. Yeah. There's a block of coal up there that I can see I've missed. Oh, there's lots of coal up there that I missed. I better, maybe I should grab that. I'll kind of block this up. Just so that I don't fall into this hole. Why is this? Okay. So that should make me relatively safe. And hey, there's a cave up there too. But see, now I feel kind of cheap. Because now I want to explore that cave. But I feel that doing that in peaceful mode is kind of like cheating. I don't know why I didn't get all this coal before. So yeah, there was a pretty big ravine here, and I've kind of made a floor here and blocked it all off. And there were mine shafts. I'm pretty confident that I cleared all of the mine shafts. And there's a staircase going down into the bowels of this ravine. Put a block there. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that I got everything out of here. Except for that. More coal. Maybe there's some more loot over this way that I left as well. No, we're all good this way. So where was that cave? Up here, I think. No. Must have been. Yeah, right there. You know what? Nothing ventured. Hey, there's another mine shaft up there that I missed. So, why don't we just... let's just go up there and see what's cracking. There's a piece of minecart. I hope that there's not much up here, because I was really confident that I found everything in this. Yeah, just one shaft. Need to get rid of something here. We'll take the cobwebs. First and foremost. Take the track. And the wood. Need to get rid of something else. Get rid of the lily pad I don't need. I need to get rid of, let's see. Yeah, I don't need the string that badly anyway. There's some iron in the ceiling. We'll come back for that. And let's ditch the ink sacs. Well, I do feel kind of sheepish about exploring that shaft in peaceful mode, but if I remember correctly, this wasn't a very big mine shaft. So let's just head out. Well, let's just run down here quick and make sure that there isn't another ravine or something to explore this way. Yeah, I think we'd be pretty well served just to get out of here. There's a, I've been up there. And down there. Yeah, right here. Here is the, see up there you can see the jungle fort. You can see just the outline of the glass observation tower. This is what we see when we look down. We see this hole into this cave. I thought I had a ladder up there, but I guess I didn't. So I guess that was worth coming down there. After all, you got to see the other side of that hole. So here is the door leading back up to the compound. Down here is another mine shaft. Well, mineshaft to another abandoned. This is still part of the same abandoned mineshaft we were just in. But this tunnel leads to 2 more abandoned mineshafts. What's here? Kind of a bit of a mine going on here, I guess. And I haven't been here in a long time, so I'm just kind of refreshing my memory. There's a, looks like a cave down here. Yeah. Some kind of cave system here. And another kind of cave over here. Looks kind of steep up this way. Might be a... Hey, more coal. Look at that. And what's up here? Another cave. Let's get this coal. And once again, I'm probably going to regret this. But let's just tower up here and check out what's in this cave. We can, I don't like that. Let's see if we can't jump up. Put a block right there. I don't know if that's a big drop. Oh yeah, we do not want to drop into that. Look at this. Wow. Proceed with caution. Let's just block that up for now. And where was that coal? Up here. See, that's blocked up, so we don't have to worry about that falling into that ravine. Make sure that... Okay, we're all right there. Let's get the rest of this. We're gonna have to tower up. I don't necessarily like standing on gravel, because if gravel spawns somewhere, it'll be stationary. But as soon as you tamper with its original position, then it will assume the characteristics of gravel, and it will just drop straight down with you on top of it. Stone there. All right. So let's go back down here, and maybe we can mine into this ravine from right here. We should be able to, because that curves up that way. we should run right into it. This is quickly turning into a mining expedition. There's some lapis lazuli. What can I afford to lose? I guess I don't need the cooked rabbit. So let's get this lapis. And let's build this back up. Now if we go this way, I see some iron over here. Maybe it wasn't as deep as I thought it was, because we should be right underneath it. Right in this general vicinity. And I'm not seeing anything, so let's head back up a couple levels and try again. Because the gravel is up here, so let's mine right here. Should come right out, yep. And bingo was his name-o. I think I see torches down there. I might have been down over there. And this is a clear way down. So let's... I could just drop into here, but I'm gonna build a staircase. And I do feel kind of shifty about this, but I guess it might make kind of a neat video exploring this. There's iron up there that I missed. Just in case I did already mine over on the other side, let's get this iron. In case we don't have to come back this way. Yeah, here's the gravel that fell when I put the ceiling up there. I don't really need any more redstone. I've got plenty of it. And I don't really want to let go of anything else, so I'm just going to leave that there for now. Gold. There's some gold down there. I want that gold. So let's drop into here and mine this gold. And we need to get rid of something, so let's get rid of the feathers. Is there any more loot that's... Let's get up on this ledge. And kind of, hey, yep, there's a torch there. So that is, I thought I recognized this ravine. I've been down, yep, I've been behind that waterfall. See plenty of iron up there. that's a lot of iron. Now that I know I've been here, it's not quite as bad as discovering a new ravine in peaceful mode and just kind of cheating. But where is that iron? It's up here somewhere. Yeah, right there. There is also some iron over here. So let's zip across and get this. Yep, there's a torch right there. I have definitely been in a mine shaft. And more iron down there that I want to get. And there's a cave up there by the looks of things. But I've cheated enough for one day. So let's just drop down onto this block. Get this iron ore. And I am crouching. You can never be too careful when you're mining off of the edge of a ravine, especially with lava right below you. Yeah, that's definitely a mine shaft there. So let's just head along here. Because I don't need to crouch anymore. More lapis lazuli. Need to get rid of something else. I don't suppose I need the rabbit hides. And yeah, there we go. Actually, yeah, I want. No, I've got the leather. I don't really need the rabbit hides. Let's get back over to where the ravine is. There's a ledge right here. Maybe I can kind of walk along here. Over towards where my torch is. See if I can throw a torch there. Yeah, this is a big ravine. Very big ravine. And I'm getting very close to the edge. And more coal. So talk about giving you the grand tour. I'm discovering places that I didn't even know existed at this outpost. And I need to get rid of something else. Let's just ditch the crafting table. And now the trick will be finding our way out of here. Because I have no idea where we are. I have gone, okay. I can use the torches for reference. And absolute worst case scenario, I can go back that way. Here's another ravine. I recognize this place. Right. Oh. Look at that. How did I leave this place? Leaving all of this behind. It's just, why did I put a block there? Oh, that's why. Oh, that's why this is here. Because the ocean is probably going to drop down on me. Let's see if I mine that. Maybe not. Hey, we might get lucky here. We might get lucky. Let's get across here. And up on here. We might get lucky and be able to take all of this coal. Holy smokes. And those pieces are gone. Washed right down over the edge. What about this? Gotta get rid of... Put a block there. This is dangerous work. Need to stand back here and put a block. See, that piece is... Maybe I can jump up and grab it. Yep, there we go. Well, wasn't that interesting? Right. So, now which way do we go? Not that way. Maybe this way. The torches are on the right side, so that's a good sign. They're on the right side here too, and I bridged this gap. Hey, we are back. Okay. We are back. I don't know how we made it back to this one. But remember where we are? We mined the coal out of this and went up and explored that mine shaft just a second ago. I didn't think these mines were connected, but it's obvious that they are. So, once again, let's head back down this shaft. And I'll just go right to the other mine shaft this time. I won't take any side avenues and get turned around or be tempted by any more coal. So, straight down this way. And here is the outpost for this mine shaft. And up here is where the mine shaft really starts to get big and branch out. I remember there's water behind that block. And I also recall there were some pretty decent sized ravines up over here. Yeah, like there's this one here, and oh boy, I remember this place like it was yesterday. I remember clearing all of this out. And I see more iron and more caves, but frankly I've cheated enough for one day. And the more I go through here, the more I'm going to be searching for loot that I may have missed. So I think to save whatever fragments of my reputation still remain, I had better quit while I'm ahead and just head back to the jungle fort. But while we have access to a crafting table, let's make this coal into blocks. Some of my subscribers have expressed an interest in watching me maybe start a brand new compound, or maybe even a brand new world. And I have entertained that thought. Just the other day, I actually did start a new world, and I filmed it. But it was just my luck where the game decided to put me. I spawned into a jungle. And I got blown up twice in the span of about 6 minutes. And I decided to call it quits on that world, but I might start a new survival series in the future. So let's smelt this gold and iron ore, and let's head up to... We'll take the ladder this time, and we'll head up to... See, this is the old way to get to that mine. And here you can see my chickens in their fortified enclosure. Over here, I have a kind of a little storeroom and access to the top of the chicken coop so I can feed the chickens. Yeah, I've really thought this out, because the wildcats always seem to be one step ahead of me and always seem to be able to get in there. So I added a slab floor and really reinforced this area. And they haven't been able to get in. So over here is my garden. And I have everything here. I have watermelons, wheat, carrots, potatoes, sugarcane, beets, pumpkins, and cocoa beans. So a very, very well-stocked garden. So let's put some of this stuff into the ender chest. Keep this with me for now. And you know what? Let's go up, and I'll show you what the compound looks like from the top of this walkway. And it's a long way up. Not as high as the observation deck at my compound, but very close. Now up here you can see the ocean, and you can see the torches along the shore from my torch highway all the way around the ocean and carrying on that way. Here's a view of the jungle. The areas that I've explored, you can see, are lit up. And now we have nothing but one block of glass between us and certain death. It's kind of nice up here, isn't it? Until you look down. So there's my compound, and you can see the old netherrack fireplace down there. Yes, it's a neat place, all right. I haven't really explored, well, I have, but just across the water you can't see it because of the distance, but there is a, well, I can only call it a corruption. There's a big abrupt cliff face, and you can see it's like if somebody cut through a cliff with a knife and just plopped it in the middle of the ocean. You can tell it's not supposed to be there, but it is. Kind of funny. You can see all the different caves and water and lava leaking out of them. It's kind of neat to see. Maybe I'll take you over there at some point, but due to the corruption of my world, those are commonplace. So there are a lot of them around, not just specific to this region. So our gold and iron should be ready to go, and I want to bring all the fences back with us as well. So let's just unload a lot of our inventory into here. Head back downstairs. You know, I would take the boat back, but this video is already very long, and that boat, I'm not kidding you when I say that boat ride's 50 minutes, and that is with no lag. My computer has been acting up recently, so the boat ride may very well be over an hour in itself. And then there's the long trek back through the woods. So we're just going to take the Nether portal back. Yeah, the iron's almost done. We can take our gold out of here. Start loading up on fence posts. Boy, there are a lot of fence posts. And I don't have another ender chest with me. So some of these, you know what, that should be sufficient. You know, I can leave some fence posts here for the next trip. Well, actually, let's run up and deposit this. We'll take some of this back in our inventory. Take the shield and the minecart track. I don't suppose I need to bring that back with us. I can leave some, well, I'll bring the lapis back and the blaze rods. But let's really stock this thing full. Just making sure there isn't anything else that we should bring. Okay, well, that just about does it. I have one free inventory spot. So, let's get one more set of yeah, that's good enough. Let's take off. And we'll head up to the minecart. You know what? I don't trust this minecart because it's done it to me before. It's dropped, well, I guess nothing ventured, nothing gained. I was going to say I don't want this minecart to drop me and all my loot into the middle of the lava at the end of the track. But we'll see what happens. It's a lot faster than walking anyhow. Maybe in a future video, if I need to return to the jungle fort, we can take a boat ride. But I figured this video was long enough without subjecting you lot to that, so. The boat ride is, or can be, very relaxing though, so. Now for the moment of truth. Is this going to deposit me into the lava below? 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath. Well, I'll be. Cheers. One more minecart ride to go. Gonna have to push it over to the one more nudge, and I'll jump in. Here we go. In the next video, we're going to travel south. We've traveled east, and we traveled south, or west, or east, actually, in a fashion. But to the south is my ocean outpost. And we can get there two ways. We can take a horse to the outpost, or we can ride an extremely long minecart line. But I think maybe we'll take the horse to Ocean Outpost. And maybe we'll ride the minecart back. Here we are back at my compound. And I have a lot to put away. I have some minecart track, some blaze rods. Wait a minute. Just turn it into powder. I have some gold to block up. And put away. While I'm here, I'll restock my cobblestone. And I need, what do I need? I need a slab. I'm one slab short. I need to block up this iron and put this leather away. Boy, I'm really short on leather. Didn't have any. So let's block this iron up. Put this away. Need to grab a crafting table. Or maybe I'll grab 2 crafting tables. Now, is there room in this chest for... oh boy. Maybe not. See, I like to keep everything organized by... see, I've got spruce and oak and dark oak and jungle and... but I suppose we can just offload all of this into here. Doesn't really make much of a difference. And I have some wood, some oak wood to put in here. And I'll just put this coal down here for now. And I need to restock my torches. Still need some more. I like to keep full stacks of everything. So let's go down to the ender chest and get the loot. All of this coal, this lapis, some of these fence posts. If I can get back into the room. Okay. So let's put these away, and I'm coming very close to a full chest of coal. I very nearly have a full chest of redstone. So let's block up this lapis lazuli. And put this away. More fences. And I think this will just, oh boy, maybe not. Just barely enough room. But will there be enough room in the... Will there be enough room in the chest? I was going to say, will I be able to get through the door? Let's move, well, yeah. That is a lot of oak fences. And there are still more at... See, there we go. That's a full double chest full of primarily oak fences. There was just an... Oh boy. There wasn't just enough room. Well, maybe I'll put these iron bars somewhere else. Maybe I'll move these iron bars over to the glass area here. Yeah, that'll work. Well, I think that just about does it. So, let's head... You know what, let's head up to the village. I just want to make sure that our recent jaunts into normal mode didn't cause any havoc. And I don't think it did, because everyone seems to be pretty happy. Yeah, I reckon we're okay. So, let's head up to my bedroom and put away our tools and supplies. Take off our armor and put that in the chest. And maybe we will reset our spawn point back here as well. So, in the next video, we will go down to the stable and select a horse and take another land bridge to the ocean outpost. And from there, maybe we will visit some villages on the ocean and do some trading. So, until then, thanks for watching.